Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to coverage of high school basketball on Manchester Public Television Services. I'm Peter Capano, and I'm in the Brunstein Gym on the campus of Memorial High School with the Queen City Invitational Basketball Tournament here on the 27th of December, 2021. I'm joined by Tom Buzzy Bazoyan, and Buzzy, it's great to be back in the gym. Great to be back with the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's happening. You know, there was some back and forth whether it was going to happen or not. And the boys are playing, the girls are playing. It's good to get them extra games.
As it turns out, no teams from outside of the city are joining this year. So it's a two-day, four-game tournament with all city teams. And we start tonight with West versus Trinity. West in their blue. Trinity is the home team in white. Yes, Trinity's the home team in the white. We're about to start the game, and we're underway. Here's number 0, Tyler Bike. He gives it off, and it doesn't take long for Andrew Politi to drop his first shot in.
Yeah, and the last time we were here, we covered them. He struggled shooting the ball. Memorial did a decent job against him. He just got that right in the flow, no problem.
He did not score in the first half of that game the other day.
But you can see his stroke right there, right? It was smooth. And there he is again. He's going to pump that one up.
Yeah, he's got that as well.
Yeah,
40 seconds in, it's a 6-0 lead.
If they don't get up on him, he could have 10 in the first half. I mean, you got to cover him.
I haven't even had a chance to give the starting lineups yet. For Trinity, number 0 is Tyler Bike, a sophomore guard. Number 3 is Quentin Pincost, a junior guard. Number 4 is Andrew Politi, the senior guard with the 2 threes already. Number 21 is Alex Malkidjian, a senior forward. And number 23 is Brian Mukua, a junior forward.
Andrew went a little deeper that time, and that's where Memorial had him shooting from. He was a little short with that one.
That's a good look into the lane. And the layup is good by Aiden Scott Bolak, the junior.
And Aiden slashes to the hoop as well as he has some back to the basket moves, so he's a good player, and look for him to do some damage tonight.
That one's off. The rebound's to number 15, Lucas Tan. Tan pulls it out, looking for some help. Whoa. Number 3, Jacob Plamadon here with the ball, a senior forward. Number 4 is Joshua James, a senior. And number 31 is Carter Gantner. There he is battling for the rebound, and he'll get West the inbound.
And West with a little bit of inexperience on the floor, varsity-wise. You know, they got a couple of new guys starting. Josh James, who had a good second half the other night when I was at the game. And, you know, Tan, who had a lot of JV experience but no varsity experience. So other than Plamondon and Scott Bolak, you know, the other 3 don't have a lot of experience. So this is a good tournament for that, you know, to get them some play and get them into real game action.
And this Trinity boys team looks to be the best boys team in the city this year, at least potentially.
Right, I haven't seen Central play yet, but it's going to be tough to top what I saw the other night. I mean, they played really well against Memorial, I thought.
Yeah, they jumped out early and never looked back against Memorial. One wire to wire. His shot is blocked. His Bike, he's lost his balance. Pincost gets it back. He gets into the lane. Nice look.
Yeah, Plamond, and that's what I want to see him doing, you know. Off the dribble, get to the hoop. Sometimes he settles for the 3, and, you know, from what I saw, he's a good shooter on the swing of the ball, but not off the dribble. So, you know, he's better off going to the basket like that. That was a nice slashing move.
That was a very pretty basket. West in a 2-3 zone. And the rebound to Pincost.
And I don't know if that zone's a terrible thing, you know, because that'll help him stop Bike because I don't know if they can go one-on-one against that kid, you know.
Right, and it will keep them outside a bit. Not that
Right.
they don't have. Oh, there's a shot that looked like a block, but it'll be the foul on Pinkas, won't it?
Yeah, early substitution by Trinity. Max Socha coming in.
Number 1, the sophomore guard. A couple of subs waiting in blue. That's Tevin Edmonds, number 12, and Nolan Podzadowski, number 13. Oh, no, it's 14, isn't it? It's Travis Martins.
And also Chavez checking in as well, so they had 3 guys. So as we talked about, you know, Bolak and Lamont that stay on the floor. The other 3 spots are just going to kind of get kids experience, I think.
There's a long one from Bike, comes off. Rebound, I think it's Bolak, yes. Gonna take it himself. Can't get the bounce. Good rebound by Shosha.
It's a nice take, though. Nice
Yeah.
and hard to the basket. I like to see him doing that.
In the corner, it's Politi.
And he's coming out pumping tonight. He's like, what's the 3-point record for the Queen City tournament? He probably checked it before he came in. He's already got up, I think, 5. You know, I think he's 3 for 5 already.
We can ask Tommy Kilred at halftime, Buzzy, but what's your guess on that one?
You know, I'm not even going to venture a guess, but, like, Tommy probably has it without even thinking.
Right.
You know? He
Maybe
knows
it's Tyler Roach. My guess is Tyler Roach.
Tyler Roach, but that's, you know, pre-3, isn't it? No, I don't know.
I don't know.
You know,
Threes go back a long way.
Yeah, that's true.
To the basket.
I'm just old.
Yeah.
And there's Bike.
Politi
Gets
fouled by Bolak.
And Bolak got back nicely then. Bike was kind of, I don't know if he was messing around. I thought he was going to go up right-handed there, and he switched it back to the left.
Yeah, I thought he was going in right-handed too.
He's kind of just messing around so far. Looks like he's
it was kind of an odd move, wasn't it? Maybe he was hoping for a foul at that point. His free throw makes it 10, and I think he's got all the points.
No,
for Trinity.
Mike has 2, and
Mike does have
Andrew has the rest. Paludi has the rest, the other 3 threes.
Oh, full court, man-to-man, shown by Trinity. And we got the reach-in foul on Mark Naoma, number 5.
It just shows the West guard's inexperience when you got Bolak there trying to break the press, and he's their big man, you know. So the guards are really inexperienced, and I think that's where they get in a little trouble. But in Division II, you know, you get away with that because you got a couple of guys that can put the ball on the floor, and they'll be fine, I think, as the season goes along.
Well, they are 3-2 so far this year in Division II.
Right, and a couple losses that were pretty close, so I think they'll be fine. Coach has them working hard.
Well, that was forced in, and it's knocked free. Out comes Bike. Bike dumps it down to Pinkoff, who can't handle it. It'll go back to West. Trinity coached by Keith Bike. West by John Langloy. Bolak gives it over to Edmonds. Edmonds on the right. He's got Martins on the cut. Passes a little behind. A little sloppy right now, Buzzy.
Yeah, very.
Lamondon didn't get it. The putback, though, by Elio Chavez.
Yes, and that's this kid's game. And again, Jacob taking the ball to the hoop. He missed it, but that's a nice take. And Pike looks a little off tonight, you know. I mean, he was really impressive in the first quarter against, he had 17 when we did the Memorial game in the first quarter. But, you know, it almost seems like he's just like going through the motions right now, not pumped up for this game or something.
2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's 11-8 Trinity. That's some good defensive work, though, by Bike right there. He managed to steal the ball, but he just couldn't control himself. Somehow, though, it comes off of West.
Yeah, I don't see that. But I guess We got a veteran crew out there, that's for sure.
Brings us to the referees.
Greeny's like,
Look
to
at
say
that.
to say he's a veteran is putting it mildly.
Had a quick chat with him before the game. That's Dave Greenidge is blowing the whistle along with Gary Wong and Pat McCarthy. Greenidge is 75.
Right, yeah, he was reffing when there was peach baskets.
He can still get up and down the court. It's awesome.
Yeah. I think he'll remember when there was no three-pointers, right?
Yeah, he would.
You know, when I was coaching at West, with Coach Bryson, I would sometimes, once in a while, chirp when I was an assistant coach on a bench, and he would just come by and not even say anything to me and just kind of say to Danny, hey, tell that guy to shut up. You know, so, you know, he's a funny guy on the court. He was joking around.
Game management.
Yeah.
That's well done. All right. Bike off for Naoma. Bike's at the elbow. High post. Jumper from Politi.
All right, that's 4 and counting.
Trinity leads 17-9. There's the jumper from Travis Martins. Won't go. Naoma. Stutter step, elbow jumper. Comes off. Good rebound by West. Good job by Chavez blocking out. Allowed Bolak to grab that rebound. And here's Bolak. He's going to take the three. Got it.
And Bolak's a good player. He works really hard on his game. And we better call him Scott Bolak or I'll get a text.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Like, yeah, you got it. But I keep calling him Bolak. I mean, he just works really hard at his game. So, you know, I'm proud of that kid with how far he's come, and he's just going to get better, right? He's only a junior.
Yeah. And on that play, he got the rebound, came down, and then got the handoff for the three and drained that too. So, two very different skills on display. Got a 5-second closely guarded turnover. .11 seconds left in the first quarter. Trinity by 5. There's a jumper by Ellis. I think that'll count, but it doesn't go. Sosa tracked it down and threw it up against the backboard, but we end at 17-12 after 8 minutes. I don't know that Coach Langlois will be all that happy having given up 17 points, but there was plenty of stuff to like, too, wasn't there?
Well, I mean, it was 4 three-pointers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's 12 points just by the one kid, and then Bike had the 2 free throws. So, you know, I think their interior defense was okay. You know, Trinity missing one of their starters tonight, Devon Ellis. He's not here. So, you know, some of these kids may have went away for Christmas. That's one thing about this tournament is sometimes you have family out of town, and you may not, you know.
Yeah.
You may not get back in time, and so yeah, he was a big contributor in that Memorial game we had. So he's not here. So I don't know. They look lethargic, other than Pilati hitting those threes, the 4 threes. They kind of just looked like they were going through the motions. West is playing pretty well. I mean, to be down 5 only, you know. I mean,
yeah. Well, again, we talk about this fairly frequently, but the effect of the 3-point shot on the game. I mean, take away 4 points for 4 threes. It's 13-12.
Right.
And that's a pretty fair assessment of the quarter.
And Bike had just the 2 free throws. He didn't have a basket, I don't believe, in the first half besides that. So, I mean, first quarter. So, you know, 17 points against Memorial in the first quarter, and then
Naoma
just 2 free throws. So
Naoma just inbounded the ball, and after doing the worst shirt tucking job I've ever seen,
Yeah. Tucking in, yeah.
The referee asked him to do so. Oh, look at the effort by West. Very nice. I think that was Martins. He's in the corner. He's got the three. Well off, but the rebound is put back by Chavez, and he's fouled. That'll be on Sosha.
Chavez is a pounder, and he likes to be in the paint. He likes to rebound.
It's a tower of strength down there.
Yeah, I want to see that kid with a football uniform on next year. I've been working on that.
Well, he's got a good-looking shot, too. Just a sophomore, Buzzy.
Yeah, a good-sized kid.
He brings his team within 3 at 17-14 early here in the second quarter. It's interesting that Tyler Bike is playing that high post against his zone.
Yeah, he's kind of...
Naoma in the corner. Bike knocks it out of Chavez's hands, but West maintains possession.
Trinity looks a little confused by the zone, They're not really moving. Just kind of playing high post and not a lot of movement.
Yeah, you don't necessarily see a lot of movement against zones, though, do you?
Well, I mean, no, you got to cut. You can't, or find a gap. You can't just like stand there. Look at the rebound again.
Bolak with one rebound, Chavez with the other one, who converted, and it's 17-16. Trinity. First 4 points here go to West. Here's another rebound for Chavez. Or excuse me. Oh, that's a good look, but it's a good block, too. Rebound was Bolak. Bike. Rebound to Plamondon.
So far, Bike's just settling, and he's taken a couple of threes so far. I haven't seen him really take the ball in the basket yet.
Plamondon with the three. Look at Chavez get the rebound over Politi. Plamondon keeps possession for West. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. West looking to take a lead here for the first time. Martins. Uh-oh. Throws it to his coach. No, throws it to Coach Bike, I should say.
And Martin's he's just showing his inexperience there, and that's what he's getting. In order to get the experience, you're going to play in these games, and he hasn't had a lot of, if any, varsity experience. So, coach over talking to him, settling him down. It'll be fine. Just gets a little nervous when he gets the ball in his hands.
In the corner, Politi missed one. West doing a good job on the defensive boards.
Yeah, that 2-3, they're blocking out, and they're trying to get into the fast break, and if it's not there, they're pulling it out. So they're doing a decent
Jumper
job.
from Bolak. Politi, no, that's Pincos with the rebound. Politi now. Pincos to Bike. Got it.
Yeah, that's his game, right? Just kind of finding the gaps, and that's what they have to do against his own. Find a gap, cut to the place, and stop. If you just keep moving back and forth, and all you're going to get is the three ball.
Timeout West. Yeah, well, that's just good basketball. That's easy basketball.
Yeah.
Take the points as they come.
Right.
They found an opening there at the elbow, and they got Bike the ball. He just stopped and shot the 15-footer. Easy.
And I think, Division I games, especially early on, I doubt Trinity has seen any zone yet, especially with the shooters that they have. So they probably saw mostly all man. They probably don't practice against the zone a lot. You put in your offense and you're setting screens and you're running 5 out and whatever they run, and it's not the same offense when you face a 2-3. You're going to have a different plan. So coach is probably just adjusting on the fly, and it's not like they have a lot of time to practice either, right?
No.
They're playing all games, so.
Well, they began games on the 20th. This is the 27th,
right.
if I'm not mistaken, and they played 5 games.
Right. Yeah. So, me personally, I love that. Because You know, more games the better. Bring it on.
You like that as a coach or
Oh,
as
yeah.
a fan?
Oh, no, as a coach.
As a coach.
Oh, yeah. Give me the games all day long. Practices, you know.
Well, I should say that Trinity's here at 5-0. They've beaten
Right.
Central, Wyndham, Memorial, Salem, Keene.
Yeah, impressive start for them.
They've averaged 72 points and averaged allowing 56. So that's a nice differential there,
Yeah.
too.
Well, you saw their defense in play, their man-to-man against Memorial. They really played well, both sides against that game.
They only gave up 48 points against Memorial. What a travel.
Yeah.
Lucas Tan back in the game.
And Lucas is a good little player. He's just going to be, gaining some minutes here. And I watched him a lot playing JVs, and he's good. But this is not JVs, right?
No, it is not. Politi comes out. That'll
This
go
is
to
last
West.
3 now, so.
Rebound came off a bike. It's like the full court man is on, but somebody didn't know they were on Tan. Here's a jumper from Chavez. Won't go. Rebound to Shosha.
Not a bad stroke by the big guy, though.
No, it's a very nice release. He looked great at the foul line. Bike winding his way through. Got the look. Overshot it.
Yeah. That was decent defense by Chavez. I mean, he picked him up as he came off and, kind of forced a bad shot there.
Trinity leads by 3 halfway through the second quarter. Bike got it. 21-16.
I haven't seen a kid with a mid-range jumper like him in a while, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice looking shot.
Little floater. Won't drop. That's 22, Shy McQueenie in blue. In the corner to Naoma. Won't go. Nice rebound by guess who? Chavez.
Yeah. He's going to be approaching double figures already.
Bolak. Cross court to Plamondon. Won't go. And Sosha's starting to rack up some rebounds too. Bike with a nice look to Naoma. Beautiful.
It's good cut, good pass. And even down this end, that wasn't a bad shot by West. It was a nice swing of the ball, and Plamondon just missed it.
Yeah.
You got to take the open ones.
Tan gets a couple players off their feet, but he still can't pull the trigger.
You see that little guy going there, you're licking your chops,
Yeah,
right?
your eyes light up. Bolak now with Bike on him. Out to McQueenie. McQueenie kicks it in the corner to Bolak. Bolak follow? Nope. Buzzy, does anybody follow a three-point shot?
No. They stand there and watch it.
Is that a rule, or is it just...
Yes, you can't go inside the three-point line after you shoot, apparently. They think they're on the free throw line, or... I don't know.
I remember you saying that last year.
Yeah.
Nobody follows a three.
No, it's true. They sit there and admire it, and either they put up 3 fingers after they make it, or they run back.
Pose for the photo.
And it's good work by Chavez again. There's a good bucket by Bolak, but Chavez he's been less spark for sure.
Yeah, nice interior passing between the two of them for that basket. And you're right, Chavez made the correct decision to give it back to Bolak, who then converted. Long rebound escapes everyone. It'll go to West. Minute 42 until halftime. Trinity by 5. West is certainly hanging around.
Yeah, they're playing well. They're missing, I know, Caden Farrell, their freshman that plays a lot. He's not here. And, of course, we talked about Trinity missing a guy. And they're missing another guy somewhere, too. So, these other guys, hopefully they step up and keep it a game. It's been a decent game so far. Yeah, they missed one there.
Nice little dummy there by Edmonds. But he kind of lost control of the ball. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Oh,
All the way through. Jacob Plamondon got the layup and missed it. Pike won't.
yeah. Got to make those, you know.
Got it. Minute to go. West needs a basket and a stop to stay within decent range of the Pioneers. As down hard goes Tevin Edmonds. It's okay. Is he going to get to shoot?
There's five team fouls, and yes, that wasn't a shooting. And there's only one team foul on West.
Wow.
Who's playing that zone? So, not like they're playing bad defense, right? I mean, they're playing zone and they're not reaching. So, you know, we're playing defense without fouling. What a concept, huh?
Here's the jumper from Plamondon. It won't go. Rebound.
Jacob's been a little bit off. He's a good shooter, but, you know, sometimes you get in these other gyms and
Naoma.
kind of throws off your eyes, you know.
Politi back in.
Oh, that's got to be a block. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that time Naoma, the defender, he stood his ground. He knocked the ball away cleanly, and then he was run over.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's a defensive foul.
Yeah, it was close. But Mr. Wong was right on top of it.
Well, he had to make a call one way or another. As the guy that had to do a lot of defending against the opponent's best offensive player, I feel for I feel for Mark on that one.
Yeah. See if West holds for a last shot here.
Heading down towards 10 seconds left. 25-18 Trinity. Now they look a little too casual. Under 4 seconds now.
Oh, pick and roll. You know, it was a good thought, but Chavez wasn't looking for the ball, and kind of a short pass.
Short pass that hit the noggin, the back of the noggin of Eliel Chavez, and that'll end the half. 25-18. Buzzy, it's a good game so far.
Yeah, it's a close game, but kind of a yawner, right? It's not
at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, Pilotti has 5 threes, I think. So that's 15 points, 4 or 5, anyways.
Came out firing.
Yeah,
yes.
and West is just scrapping. Chavez has done most of the scrapping for them, and you know Scott Bolak has been scoring. And if Plamondon, if he was hitting his open shots, this game would be tied, or West would have the lead.
Yeah,
I think Trinity kind of just took West for granted, and you know, kind of overlooked them, thinking we're just going to cruise to the final. And West is coming in scrapping. Why not?
Well,
right?
you mentioned scrappy. I really appreciate that 2-3 zone and the rebounding efforts they've had out of it. Sometimes I have this discussion with Don Pinard about, is it easier to rebound man-to-man or out of a zone? And I argue that it's easier to rebound out of a zone.
Oh, absolutely.
He doesn't agree with that.
Well, I disagree with him there, but you know, that's okay.
And they've done it. West has shown it tonight.
And you know, in Division II, where I coach a lot of basketball, you can play a lot of zone. You know, you can get away with the zone almost, quote unquote. But so you know, they're used to it a little bit, where Trinity's not used to. You know, they adjusted a little there, you know, with Bike flashing to the middle there, and they got a couple of easy hoops. But, you know, for the most part, other than the threes, you know, they've done a nice job, and they've only gotten one shot. I don't remember them getting an offensive rebound and a putback.
There haven't been many, that's for sure.
And so, and then West is kind of, for their point, they've been under control on a fast break. If it's not there, They just kind of slowed it down, and they played a decent half-court brand of basketball. They just, missing shots,
All right. Well, we'll leave it at that. Let me go get the scoring for the first half, and we'll be right back to bring you the second half. But, all right, Buzzy. Teams have broken. It's hard to say they came back from the locker room because they can't go in the locker room because of COVID. But
yeah.
What do you think they heard at halftime? What do you expect here coming up?
Probably Coach Bike was probably putting something in against his own a little bit, maybe another couple sets. And Wes is probably talking about, still blocking out and doing the same thing because, like we talked about, if they made some shots in that first half, they'd be right in this thing. And it's only a 7-point game. So a couple possessions here and there. And
so
we'll see.
The fundamentals for Wes.
Yeah.
Maintain your rebounding advantage.
Yeah.
Take care of the basketball. Be patient. Take good shots, and hopefully they go in. Right. Pretty simple. Wow. West to inbound to start the second half. Again, it's 25-18. Trinity. And for comparison purposes, let me see if I can find the Trinity Memorial game. Makes a steal, though.
Oh,
almost missed it.
And Naoma still can't dunk.
No.
He tried to get that Memorial game, but at least he made that one.
Yeah, actually, Trinity led 37-29 at halftime against Memorial here a week or so ago. Look at that beautiful basket.
Martin's a little bit more under control. Maybe Coach talked to him, when he took him out. And he had some confidence with the basketball that time.
Of course, Trinity was on their way to a 72-48 win against Memorial. They just ran away and hid in the second half.
And then you saw it. One pass by Trinity. A three-point shot, and Chavez blocking out and getting the rebound. And that time he got fouled as well. So,
Third foul on Pincost. That one is rejected.
Bolak looking to take it coast to coast there and kind of get double teamed.
Naoma says no, thank you. But West maintains possession.
Does any teams, talk about lost art, do any teams have any decent inbound plays from under the basket? They kind of just run around and nothing goes on. We used to try to score off of those possessions, but
okay. Here's the three from Pincost.
And a block out by Plamondon.
Yeah, and a nice rebound.
Yeah, so they're not letting him get a second shot.
He might have got conked on the head, too, on that rebound, but probably not because it wasn't whistled. Yeah, Edmonds likes that behind the back little fake. Isn't always effective. Plamondon in the lane. He's got it.
And that's a nice take. He saw the lane. And
used his body to shield Sosha.
He's a good athlete. He's a good baseball player. And
just going to give that
Spike
one.
with the mid-range, right? That's somewhere where you can break the zone, what you call the short corner, right there, right where Mike just took that from.
That can be a tough shot.
Yeah. But you know what? That's where you can break the zone. I had a lot of plays, and that you get it into there, then you get a guy cutting. Once you make one from there, you get the forward coming out on you, and you can get somebody cutting. So maybe that's something that they talked about.
Politi.
Oh,
that's a 2. That's definitely a 2.
Yeah, one. That might be his first 2 of the season.
Well, he had 3 threes.
3 or 4?
3.
Whoa.
Oh, excuse me. He did have 4.
Yeah, because I counted 4.
He did have 4.
Yeah.
He led all scorers with 12.
Okay.
Bike had 8 at halftime.
And a quiet 8, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Bolek had 9 to lead West. Chavez had 7.
7 and probably that many rebounds, right?
Yes.
At least. you know, if West can just keep this close and respectable against a 5-0 Division I team, you know, they can get something out of it going forward to the rest of the season. So, and no matter what, you get a consolation game tomorrow, right? Anyways.
Yes.
So you get another game where you can get some kids experience. And
the winner of this one gets the winner of the Memorial Central.
and there was a lot of talk about squeezing this tournament in because of the tight schedule of the games. And actually, they did have to move a couple of scheduled games. So, but in the long run, I think it's going to help at least a team like West anyways.
I sense, Buzzy, that this two-game schedule is ideal.
Yeah.
For a Christmas time.
Well,
3 games in 3 days might be a bit much.
Well, if you're going to continue to have the type of schedule that the NHIA has, yeah. I mean, who wants to do that? I mean, I love games like we talked about, but
the steal by Bolak and the foul by Naoma.
What I like about Bolak is, you know, he does not hesitate going to the basket. He'll take it coast to coast, and you know he's going hard to the hoop. You know, kids are now afraid to get their shot blocked or whatever. He's going hard, and he just keeps going no matter what.
He's not especially tall. He's not especially wide, but he's tough. He's strong. Not afraid of contact.
Yep. Nice stroke from the free throw line.
Very nice. Makes it 31-26. 5-point Trinity lead.
And he had 31 in an earlier win this year for West. So he can put the ball in the basket.
Naoma inside the three-point arc. Comes up short. Bike tries to steal it off the dribble. Almost does. But here is Bolak.
And Trinity's still struggling against the zone. And if other Division I teams are watching this, they might be putting in a 2-3 zone right now in practice.
Practice?
Yeah.
Martins hands it off to Plamondon. And now to Bolak. Bolak wants the lane against Bike. Pushes off a little bit, gets the jumper. Rebound to Chavez. He's got Politi on him, and he's not big enough to stop him.
And that's his second offensive rebound, so they had 3 looks at the hoop there. And I don't think I don't remember them getting an offensive rebound this game. So, you know, West has come to play. They're not going to just lay down.
Bike.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Great individual effort, slicing across the lane, and the touch with the left hand for the lefty.
He looks like he can do that whenever he wants to, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I just feel like going to the hoop now.
Everything but the basket for Edmonds that time. Long three from Politi. Bolak clears the glass.
Yeah, Bike just kind of hit Politi on the trailer play and just missed it, came up short.
Martins this time dumps it to Chavez. Has it knocked out of his hands. Martins got it back. Now Bolak. That won't fall. Politi rebounds. Here comes Bike. Bike kicking around. Finds Pincost. Got it. Well, that may be the difference in this ball game, Buzzy. There's just a few too many weapons on the Trinity side.
Right, you know, and they got kids like in the threes, and, you know, if you're playing the zone, that's going to be the trade-off, right? You're going to give up those threes once in a while because it's hard to be up on the threes on the wing and at the same time getting all the defensive boards like they have been. So, you know, I think they're doing it to keep Bike away from the basket. And so far, they've been lucky that Trinity has shot a poor percentage from three-point land. You know, they're under 30% easily. They missed a lot. I mean, I think Pilates probably at 50%, if that. And the rest of the team, I mean, I don't know. That might have been the first one by anybody else.
Yeah,
I know Bike missed a couple. You know.
Well, it's 36-28 with 2:34 left in the third quarter. All to be determined here in the Bronstein Gymnasium, the Queen City Invitational 2021. All right, Bullock. He's got Tan. Oh, Tan has his pocket picked by Bike. Bike's going to be happy to go 1v1 and rolls it in.
Yeah.
Boy, at the last second there, Politi put his hands on the net. He could have been called for interference.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah. But that was candy from a baby time right there, right? I mean, you know, nothing against. It's just, you know, you just put the ball right in front of him, and that's just Tan's inexperience, and hopefully, you know, he gains something from this and gets better.
Timeout West. Coach Langlois wants to have a chat with his guys. He finds himself down 11 all of a sudden.
That's a good timeout. I mean, the West is still not playing that bad. It's just, you know, Bike took over a little bit there a couple times, and you know, they can't afford to turn the ball over. They got to get shots up every time down the floor. So, you know, just one pass and then get the ball stolen up top and converting it to a three-point play at the other end. You know, that stuff can't happen if you want to stay in this game.
Well, Buzzy, I hear we got a coaching change at Memorial for the second game tonight.
Yeah, Coach Dolman, Caleb Dolman will make it his varsity debut, taking over for Coach Bryson, who's not able to make it tonight. So I talked to Coach Bryson earlier. Everything's good. He's okay. And he gave some instructions to Caleb, and Caleb's excited. I just talked to him before. You know, he's my offensive line coach for football, so you know I'll be rooting for him inside.
All right. His Bike. He loves to get to the hoop.
He did tell me to take it easy on him.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
But I'm not going to.
No.
He knows better than that.
Yeah.
I yell at him when he's on my own staff.
He's been on the benches for basketball for quite a number of years.
He joined us at West in my second year there. So so he would have been spent 3 years with Danny at West, and this is his third year here. So be a sixth season in high school.
The jumper now from Pincos comes off. Tan rebounds. Bumped by Naoma, but Plemedon was judged to not have been fouled. That ball come out of his hands. Wide open is Pincos. He missed it. Bike didn't.
Yeah, kind of followed up the play there. Bike looks like he's playing at the Y tonight. You know,
yeah, he does.
He's just kind of taking it easy and just like, you know, I'm gonna dish it off, and now I'm gonna decide. Yeah, he's having a fun time out there. He does not look like a sophomore, does he?
No, not at all.
You know,
he looks like the straw that's stirring the Trinity drink out there, and so quick to the basket. And he rarely misses. I'm not sure about the choice of shoes, though. You see those shoes he's got on?
Yeah, you know, the kids like the colorful stuff nowadays, Pete. You know, they're not like old bucks like us. Just, you know.
Yeah, the white Converse.
They don't use Chuck Taylors anymore.
No, really.
No, those are Chuck Taylors are now a dress item for the kids. Just FYI. When they dress up,
they go to the semifinals.
They have Chucks. So that's, you know, where we played basketball with those and thought we were cool.
We're all shooting for 20,000 points.
And you wonder why you can't walk now. Not a lot of support in those babies.
No, those things were flat.
But yeah, the kids get some odd. I mean, I go through the same thing with cleats with my guys. I'm like, what are you wearing? That's a nice take.
Tevin Edmonds to the basket. He's fouled.
I haven't seen a lot of Tevin, but he handles the ball pretty well. and he's a freshman. So, you know, I think he plays a lot on the JV team. So they probably called him up for this tournament.
He looks like he's got a home here at this level. He's been impressive tonight.
He handles the ball well. Big man checking in. And yeah, I don't think this kid's been in since the beginning of the game.
He started the game, Carter Gantner.
Yeah. Him and Josh James both started. Josh hasn't been back in. They must have won a free throw shooting contest at practice or start or something.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody's in early, and it'll be a West violation.
Yeah.
I think that Gantner's quick contribution to being inserted into the game.
Let's see if they can continue to rebound without Chavez in there.
Well, Buzzy, just to let you know that he doesn't always go to the basket.
Yeah, he's, like I said, he's playing at the Y. He's playing at the Y. This is a pickup game for him.
Looks like Brian Mukua is back on for Trinity, wearing number 23.
That's not a good shot by Aiden. But it's the end of the quarter, so, you know, he kind of had to chuck it up there. I kind of took my eye off the time there.
Yeah, that's what that was about.
The bar over here. I was looking at the bar, and I thought there was a minute left.
At midway through the third quarter here, West had trimmed the lead to 36-28, just 8 points. Since then, they've only been able to put one more point on the board. And Crusaders, the Pioneers have added 10.
Okay.
And it is a 17-point lead after 3.
Yeah, and this is more what you expected, right, the game to be. But West has hung in there. And, you know, they can hold their heads up. And, you know, if this game stays the same like this, then it's okay. And they'll play in the consolation game tomorrow, gain some experience, and get back into Division II and find the competition a little bit easier, right? Play some tougher teams.
Yes, and not only that, I would venture to say that they have a very good shot at winning tomorrow's game against either Memorial or Central.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen Central play. We'll see.
I haven't either.
You know, Memorial's, you know, maybe they do. I don't know, but Memorial's a more physical team, I think. I think that's where they may have a hard time, but we'll see. Depends who wins that next one, I guess.
All right, Trinity to inbound to start the fourth quarter. Bite directing traffic. Got Politi up top with some room. Boom.
Yeah, it's nice. See, Pike just, you know, hey, just come through me and you'll be wide open. Hits him in a nice, easy pass, and good.
Easy offense.
Yeah.
There's a jumper in from Shai McQueenie. Politi almost pulled the trigger. Javon Elias on him, wearing number 2 in blue. Although they fall back to a 2-3. It's Politi from deep, and that's well off, too. Out comes Polak. He's got a lot of company, and White finally gets to the basket. He's fouled.
See how he just doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter. He kind of takes what they give him, slows down, under control. And, you know,
he was under pressure the whole length of the court and didn't panic at all.
And that comes from experience, you know. He's been playing, he's been in the lineup since he's been a freshman. So that helps too, you know. And now he's grown and he's got the body to match his skill set.
Foul came in on Alex Malkijian. Pike kicks it out. Politi pulls the trigger. Long rebound, bounces to Bike. Baseline. Sosha, short, but it falls very nicely to Malkijian.
They got a couple of offensive rebounds there.
Yeah.
And, you know, Chavez is sitting on the bench. So he controlled that paint for a long time. Maybe coach just wants to get other guys involved here. Elias, he's a JV kid that plays a lot on the JVs. And so, you know, he's getting a little bit of time here. With the game kind of out of reach.
Coach Pike taking no prisoners, though, just puts Mark Naoma back in.
Yeah.
That's a great look by Pike on that rebound, and he makes the pass down low. But, boy, does West ever miss Chavez on the defensive boards.
Yeah. You know, this is the first time they've been getting, that's back-to-back, right? Offensive boards.
Back to back to back.
Yeah.
Leedy can't get the three-point play. That's an interesting look, but Tyler Bike sniffed it out. Easy little jumper from Milkidjian.
Yeah, he's just setting other guys up and using his skill set to set guys up for open looks.
Long jumper. Tracked down by Elias. Naoma. Oh, relax.
Yeah,
They call for goaltending.
interference.
Basket interference.
Yeah.
Not a foul.
No, just basket interference. It hasn't been a lot of fouls. I mean, the only free throws have been on shooting fouls, and we haven't been in one-on-one the entire game.
Yeah, not even close.
Which I'm not complaining about. Because, you know, who wants to see that?
This game and leave the gymnasium area. Please stop at the ticket table if you plan to return for the next game and get a mark on your hand so you will not be asked to pay again. Once again, stop at the ticket table for a mark so you won't be asked to pay again should you return from outside. Thank you.
Well, the lead has ballooned to 27 points here, so it looks like Trinity will move on to the title game tomorrow against the winner of Memorial and Central.
Let's see if Trinity clears the bench here. It doesn't look like they are gonna. They still have their 5 guys sitting down, getting instructions by the coach. So he's not clearing quite yet.
That is, what do we got? 6 minutes left? 5 3/4 minutes left in this one. See Joshua James back on,
Josh
number
checking
4.
back in. I'd like to see him get a couple of shots up. He's a good shooter.
His shoes don't match.
Maybe he traded with someone. You wear the left, I'll wear the right. I don't know what these guys do now.
Politi threw it up for the alley-oop for Naoma. He's not ready for that either, but look at Pike. He's going to try to stuff it. That won't work. Finally rolled in by Max Sosa.
The Pike needs another 8 inches or so.
Yeah.
But he's having a good time out there.
I think you could have come closer to dunking that one.
Well, in high school, yeah. High school, like
No,
this.
I mean today.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Oh, today, you kidding me?
Come on.
A 10-foot ladder, I wouldn't be able to dunk.
We got another timeout as West wants to settle things down a little bit.
Yeah. I think not wholesale changes, but there's some guys coming in for Trinity.
Looks like number 22, Jack Rosenthal, the sophomore guard, is in.
Man, he's a stout individual, isn't he?
Number 11, Santi Avendano, a junior guard. All right. 10. Hands it off to McQueenie. Now Elias. In the corner. Jumper won't go. Came in from McQueenie. Good rebound. James has it. The rebound goes to Rosenthal in white.
Who's the crowd favorite? It's apparently.
Sounds
As
like
soon as
it.
you get the ball, they got some mock cheers coming from the stands. And West kind of cleared the bench here. They got Scott Bolak out of there. And Chavez has been out for a while. Plamond did. So it's a 30-point game, but it really wasn't. I think the first half they really played well, and parts of that third quarter, but
Yeah.
Trinity just kind of pulled away.
Yeah, it looks like Jonathan Paul is in. JoJo Paul at number 25 in blue. The baseline. Queenie's effort won't drop. 10. In the lane. Can he bank it home? No. Kiljian. DeSocia likes the lane, leaves it short. Rebound by Joshua James. Gets it off to Elias. His pass is picked off, and here comes Socia. Can he do it? Lays it in.
These guys all think they can dunk. It's funny. At least he laid it in, didn't miss the dunk. There you go, Josh.
That's definitely a block.
Yeah.
That'll be on Alex. His second foul. Well, West has only put 1 point on the scoreboard so far in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they struggled a little bit. I think once they got down, when Bolak and Plamond was still in there, they were kind of trying to force some threes to try to get back in the game, kind of get out of their flow.
On for Trinity is number 12, Sean O'Neill, a freshman. Good rebound by Paul that time, handed it right off. Against Elias, kind of a wild shot. Had a chance. Tyler Jeffrard, number 13 in white. This is Avendano. Malkiljian. That's a good look down the court to McQueenie. Lays it in.
Oh, good finish.
That'll be West ball with 2:56 remaining.
And we got some garbage time going on here.
Yes, we do.
But at least both teams, they cleared their benches, which is smart. And get these guys some time in front of probably more fans than they'll see the entire year, right? Because the JV games, probably don't get this many guys.
Well, there is a decent crowd here tonight.
Yeah,
I would say we're almost three-quarter full.
It filled up. In the beginning, it was kind of sporadic, but yeah, it definitely filled up.
There is a slight reduction in capacity here with this new setup with teams sitting on chairs and the new scores table. They can't pull out the bleachers on that far side all the way, so they lose 2 or 3 rows. Oh, there's effort by Tan. How about that? McQueenie got it.
Good finish with the left hand. Kid looks pretty good.
He looked great going to the basket right there. There he is stealing the ball. McQueenie from the other side. The right hand won't work, but that's all right.
He looked better lefty.
Holding his shoulder like he hurt it. Foul's going to be on Chavez, is back in the game, Buzzy.
Yeah.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, he banged him. Shaw got banged up a little bit, or he threw an air ball from a layup and is doing the old, I'm injured. Sometimes the kids nowadays, that's what they do, you know.
A little bit of soccer creeping into the game.
Yeah, I didn't say it. I don't know. He's still holding that thing, so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tyler Gaffard at the line.
Interesting. Chavez checks back in with 2 minutes left, which is kind of strange. They kind of could have used him in that stretch where Trinity was getting the big lead, and he was sitting on the bench. And he's already got 2 rebounds in the first 3 seconds he's been in there.
Tan in the corner. McQueenie's going to pull it out. Look for a way in. It's a short jumper and leaves it short. Well, Kidjian's getting in the scorer's book for sure. Some rebounds, some shots, some points. This is Gaffard as we head towards the 1 minute mark. Gaffard down low.
Oh.
Good look.
That must be a set play for the JV team, because they look like they knew what they were doing right there.
Tan doesn't seem to realize his team is down a man as McQueenie's fixing his footwear at the other end and get the turnover. Rosenthal takes a bump, gets it off to Makula. Gets it back. Rosenthal will take the 3. Tan with the rebound. Gets it to Chavez. Chavez fouled out top. Not going to shoot quite yet.
Yeah, that's
maybe
7,
we
yeah.
are.
First 1-1 of the game. 30 seconds left.
Trinity will take this win in this opening game of the 4-game Queen City Invitational here in 2021. And they will get the winner of the game to follow, which is Central and Memorial.
Get in there.
Got it.
Josh is one of my favorite kids.
Joshua James.
I had to root for him to get that, even though he has the worst sneakers I've ever seen in my life on.
Does he play football?
No.
No.
Yeah, he gave it a shot. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
That'll do it. 65-36. 67-36. Trinity. I think it's all been said, Buzzy.
Yeah, I mean, it's about what we expected the final score to be, but how it got there is kind of weird. I thought West played a really good first half. So.
The next game, make sure to stop by our concession stand and
Yeah,
50-50 raffle.
West acquitted themselves very well through three and a half quarters,
Make a half-court shot
and
at
it
halftime
was not in any way a certain outcome until that point when Trinity pulled away.
Right. So yeah, I think Trinity struggled with the zone in the first half, and then at halftime they made some adjustments, and West didn't. They just kept playing the same offensive game. They only scored 30 points in the game, so you're not going to win too many games doing that.
All right, we'll leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this one. Game 1 of the Queen City tournament here in 2021 is in the books. It's Trinity 67, West 36. We'll take a break and come back for the Central Memorial game. Good night.